What's going on, you guys? Welcome on back to the channel. And now that I've talked about everything that I didn't really like about this most recent chapter about Two Blue Vortex, I think now is the perfect time to focus on quite possibly the biggest aspect on the chapter, and that is Boruto and his overall moral dilemma that he has, like, starting to bubble up to the surface. So, what do I think is going to happen with Boruto now in these next coming chapters? Well, it's currently being set up that Boruto and Kashin Koji are clearly having like a clash of ideals in a sense. Like Kashin Koji is essentially being like, Boruto, you cannot go and help everybody right now. You will absolutely die this time around by Jura if you go and try to save your friends. But you can clearly tell that Boruto is not rocking with what Koji is saying to him right now. You can tell that Boruto wants to go over there, and he wants to save everybody from what he thinks is about to happen. And what I think is going to happen is I think this is when Konohamaru dies, because now that he's starting to romance Mitsuri, and he's trying to do all this to ultimately betray her and take her bulb, she's going to lash out, and I think she's going to kill him. That is essentially what Kashin Koji is foreshadowing when Boruto is like, all right, give me a percentage right now. Is someone dying? Like, I think Kashin Koji knows that at least Konohamaru is probably going to get packed up in this arc. Now, Boruto knows that he can prevent it. He can prevent this from happening. He can prevent this part of fate from happening. But he also knows that if he goes, he is going to alter fate once again. And this time he will be altering fate in the worst possible way. If he dies this time around, if he dies, that's it. This world is done. Sure Kashin Koji has seen different parallel futures and all that, but if he fails here, that's it. There's no do-overs. There's nothing that they can do. So Boruto has to make the ultimate decision. Does he go and help everybody in the sand, or does he stay with Kashin Koji and watch everything play out when he knows deep down that he can prevent it from happening? Like, that is such a good moral dilemma to give Boruto, because like throughout the first arc of Two Blue Vortex, it was essentially Boruto saving everyone, like saving everyone from their untimely fates. Like, I personally think that in this whole first arc, Boruto was essentially saving everybody from like where they would have died in different timelines. So like Sarada against Code, because Code would have killed Sarada, so Boruto saved her from that. We got Sumire. He saved Sumire. He saved Himawari. He was essentially working against fate and trying to make sure that he could save everybody in that time frame without without like completely altering fate and going completely off the predetermined timeline that they need in order to save everything. So that was essentially the whole first arc. Boruto working against fate and trying to save everyone. Now in this arc, Boruto is essentially having to come to terms with the fact that he can't save everyone now. If he tries to save everyone, there will be immediate consequences. Similar to if Himawari leaves the village, if Boruto goes to save them, Juro will show up and kill him. That is already a predetermined fact that cannot be avoided. If Boruto goes there, he is going to die. So Boruto now has to come to grasp with the fact that if he tries to save everybody like he did in the first arc, that's it. There's no going back. There's nothing that can be done to save everyone now. Like, so he has to choose. Does he choose like the quick and easy fix to save everyone, or does he make the most difficult decision of his life and let someone die when he knows that he could have saved them? If they do something like that, bro, Boruto is immediately like one of my favorite series. If you put your main character through something like that, like putting them through a moment where they know for a fact that they could save this person, but they can't, and especially if it's Konohamaru, if they make it where Boruto cannot go save his brother figure because of fate and the fact that the world will essentially crumble apart and like he'll everything will fall apart if Boruto goes to save Konohamaru, his brother figure, if that happens, that will be such a good like twist to the story. I would love that. Like Boruto not being able to save someone that he views as family because like it would essentially ruin everything. That would be genius. And I honestly think they're going to do that. Like I haven't been right about a lot of things lately in the series, but I think this is going to be the crux of Boruto in this arc. Essentially, having to realize that he can't save everyone the way that he wants to. He wants to save everybody, but he's realizing his limitations within the timeline. Like, that's essentially what he has to grapple with. And man, I'm telling you, bro, if they go through with something like this, I would love this. I'm like I said, I think they're going to do it. It's just a matter of how do they execute it. Like, because we know Kawaki is making moves against Amado, but will Boruto move out and try to save everybody, or is he going to stay with Kashin Koji? That is the big like question mark for this arc. What's going to happen with Boruto? But I think that's going to do it for me. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think is going to happen in this chapter? Like, do you think that Boruto is going to throw Kashin Koji's suggestions to the wind and ultimately go help Konohamaru and everybody in the sand? Or is Boruto going to make the most difficult decision of his life and possibly let someone like Konohamaru die when he knows that he could have saved them? Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. And as always, I'm going to talk to you guys next time. Bye.